Commercial sexual exploitation of children through prostitution is one of the great social evils, destroying the lives of millions of girls around the world.
Sometimes I could get transport to town in the night with an aim that maybe when I get a man and he can use me and give me something, I can do what he wants, then I get money and I go back home.
In Uganda, it's one of the worst forms of child labor, and its impact extends beyond the families of those directly affected. It occurs in homes, urban streets, as well as school communities.
When my dad died in 1995, so things started changing. By that time, I couldn't get any help. You ask so and so to help you in this way, even giving you like 1,000 and no one can give you. It was a life full of tears only.
Poverty is the single greatest push factor, making women vulnerable to accepting prostitution in gratitude for survival.
It all started with a loss after I lost my parents, so I thought there was no hope. Then I started thinking of how I can get my needs as a young girl. That is when I got into peer pressure and I messed up completely.
When I lost my mom, because she was the one who was taking care of me and my siblings and my grandmother, I really wanted money so much. My brother was sick and my grandmother was sick.
The sole motivation for engaging in commercial sex work in search of a good life is simply the need for money.
That is when I joined karaoke groups. We started singing, and when you go to the stage, you remember that you're not paid. It is just going to the stage, entice someone to come for you, and they take you and give you money. That is what we used to do. And if you don't do it well, then that is a loss. You're not getting the money that night, and you need to survive. It was so painful, but of course there was no solution.
I went with someone and he was like, we are going home for a night. Had given me little money and I needed the money, so I wanted to resist and I never wanted to give back the money. So he started strangling me. When I started screaming, asking him, why are you killing me? He couldn't tell me anything, and it was like his aim was to kill me.
Most prostituted women experience extremely high levels of violence at the hands of men through their use of force, assault, and physical attacks while being prostituted.
That is when I started being harassed. You find people who use you for nothing. They take advantage of you because you're young. Absolutely, you not do anything to them.
At times I could find myself there and somebody has used me and has not paid me, or has paid me little. So hurting.
They do whatever they want, they leave. They hurt you, they leave. So it hurts you emotionally, it hurts you physically, and it leaves you with no hope.
My life was full of bitterness. I hated myself. At times I could think of killing myself. I spent there like 10 years, so you can just imagine.
Coming to terms with their past is one of the most difficult challenges encountered as they exit the sex trade.
Sometimes I just cry. It's not that. But sometimes it's too much for me.
In attempts to address the problem of sexually exploited children, Rahab Uganda, under the auspices of Rema Ministries, started its operations in 2005, working to restore the self-image of girls affected by sexual exploitation and empower them to proactively engage in personal and societal transformation.
I love Rahab with all my heart. They have done me the best I have ever thought. They have given me the chance to know that I'm a person. They've given me a chance to see better education. They've given me a chance to see my future bright.
I'm so happy. Rahab Mothers, I'm so happy. I'm so grateful for bringing me up as a child, as their own daughter, for bringing me up spiritually.
nebaza nnyo Rahab Uganda kubanga yanzijja wala. Nali simanyi nti ndituukako wano, nali simanyi nti ndiddamu okusoma, naye omwaka ogujja ngenda kusoma, bagenda kumpeerera era njebaza senga siiyo, senga simanyi nawe ndi.
Despite the gravity of sexual exploitation, over 600 girls have been reached during our field visits, and 80 have been nurtured into confident individuals through our Withdraw, Rehabilitate, and Resettle program.
I started becoming a person, somebody, because way back I was a nobody. I thought that maybe I'm not important.
A drop-in center was started in February of 2012 to cater for the exploited girls who are unable to fit into the residential program for various reasons.
Nebaza Rahabu olw'ebirungi byekoze n'okutukolamu omulimu okutuzaamu amaanyi kubanga buli we tubadde tukawansi nga batusitula batuzaamu amaanyi.
Rahab Uganda runs the King's Daughters Home, situated at Kasangati off Gayaza Road, through which it has catered to psychosocial needs with individual and group counseling, art and writing therapy, and discipleship.
I started a new life in a new home, and I met these loving mothers. My God, for me, I had never gotten such love. And someone just to give me a hug.
Because we are loved, we feel at home, we find ourselves happy, we find ourselves with this peace.
There is that unity that we get when we come here as girls. There is that love that we receive, the love that we give each other, the love that we get from the mothers.
Tufuna abakansala ne bajja ne babakolamu omulimu. Tufuna abasumba bajja ne babakolamu omulimu. Discipleship ebakozeemu nnyo omulimu.
Home, in one form or another, is the greatest object of life and the most enduring of all earthly establishments. It is the place from which we go forth, learned and disciplined, and ready for life.
Eddiro lyaffe ggazi bulungi ne bwe tuba tukyazizza abagenyi tusitera okujyamu.
This place is so good, so wonderful. This is a place where we meet and share. This is a place where we find love, where we find peace.
Tufuna wano ekisiikirize tuwummuliramu. Tuguno gutukola obulungi tulyawo vakeddo okuva ku mwaka paka ku mwaka.
Tulya ne tunywa ennyumba etuwa emirembe, tubeerawo ne tuzannya. N'olusuku lwaffe ne tulya amatooke ne tulya kasooli n'ebijanjaalo.
Tukolerawo sports, tukolerawo ebya music, tuzinirawo kwegamba watukola bulungi nnyo.
When I'm always there, I do miss my mothers, my sisters, even more than my real home.
Era bawulirirawo emirembe, basanyukirawo. Waliwo n'omu ayinza okugamba nti mami bwe nzija awaka wano nina otulo twenneebaka twesseebaka n'ebigendi. Kati abaana wano baba bamanyi wewaka, bo bakimanyi nti wewaka waabwe.
So I think it's good to have a home, because if you have a home and you are loved, you are welcomed, you also feel great, you feel good, you also feel proud. You also tell other people, like friends, I'm going home.
As Rahab Uganda, we would like to solicit your financial support to help raise funds to finalize the purchase of a permanent home for the girl child.
When we are here, we are crazy for Christ. We feel the peace and the joy that we need. So we need this house more than anything. Because if we have it, we have found whatever every youth would want.
Kati eno ye nnyumba yaffe tusula. Mukama bw'anaaba atuyambye n'ebeera mu mikono gyaffe tujja kubeera bayitirivu nnyo.
The home will provide a structured, non-judgmental setting with clear margins that will make them feel safe and give life a sense of normalcy as they grow to be nurtured and restored.
If I was changed, then someone else can be what? Can be transformed. So I pray that we can get this house so that so many lives can be transformed. So many girls can go through this if we get this place. So it's my prayer that we get it, that we own it.
It will be a safe place of confidence and delight to turn to, where they will go and not be questioned, mocked, or even condemned during reconciliation.
We needed to have the unity keep flowing. We needed to have the joy flowing. We needed to have the change and transformation flowing within us.
It will be a safe haven that will provide shelter, love, care, adequate protection, and support during their times of need, so that children may receive the kind of holistic care that they need to build a positive future for themselves and have a place they can call home.
Kati olwedde waneeno ye waka waffe. Tetulina walala kati wano we waka.
We love this beautiful house.
We can't do this alone, but together we can make a difference and change a life today.